Okay, so as we know, we can have two solutions for absolute values. We have two solutions. What two solutions can x be here? Yeah, or what two solutions can a be here? Okay. Yeah, so the same can be true with absolute value inequalities, okay? We're going to have two values for the variable. I'm going to run through two example problems, and I'm going to show you the trick on how to solve them. So the first thing we do, and remember our mantra when solving absolute value equations was get all the stuff outside of the absolute value away from it first. So for this one, for example, we want to divide the 3, we have m plus 2 is less than 11. How am I doing, Sam?
Good.
Okay, thank you. That wasn't a very enthusiastic compliment. Okay, so what I can do, so we're going to figure out the two values, okay? One, solve it normally. M plus 2 is less than 11. Subtract 2, m is less than 9, okay? And then solve it the other way. Remember with just plain inequalities, we put the negative over here. So let's say we have m plus 2 is less than 11. And I subtract the absolute value of m plus 2, and I subtract the 11 from both sides. Basically, I switch them. So I'm subtracting m plus 2, and I'm subtracting 11 from both sides. Well, here, sorry. I know this is going to confuse me, that's why I didn't want to show you. So I've got 0 here is less than the absolute value of m plus 2. Plus 11. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract the 11 from both sides.
Wait, can you start from the top? This is our class. What's happening?
Okay.
I'm lost.
Okay, forget it.
Should I delete this one?
So I'm just gonna show you the rule, okay? You solve it twice. I was showing you why this rule works, but I confused a bunch of you, and that's not my job. What I'm supposed to do is clarify this. So solve it two ways, okay? Solve it once normally, like I did here, and then solve it with a negative here. And then solve it this way, and you're going to have the two values. Okay, so we have an invisible 1 here. Remember from the beginning, the invisible 1s. And what I can do is divide the negative 1 from both sides. And what happens whenever you multiply or divide a negative across an inequality? The sign flips. It flips. Okay, so m plus 2 is greater than negative 11. Okay? Now, subtract 2 from both sides. So,
Mr. Jolly,
what? Yes.
Wouldn't it be negative n minus 2?
Isn't it going to be?
No, I divided the negative 1 from here.
What?
So it cancels.
And who got the minus?
Okay.
Oh,
Tuna. Why are you filming tuna?
Because it's funny.
So, now subtract the 2 from both sides.
Oh, okay.
So m is greater than negative 13. Okay, now check it at the end. So now you have your two answers, and especially when you take the final, check it and make sure it's right. Okay, so let's put 9 in for m. 9 plus 2, 11. Okay, so that came out equally. Negative 13 plus 2, negative 11. The absolute value of negative 11 is 11.
Yeah, that
And we
makes
have
sense.
11 here.
Oh.
Okay. Now we have two special cases. I'm gonna. Do you guys want me to go over this one, or should we wait?
Yes.
Yes.
At the final, like when you're about to write the actual thing, would it be like negative 13? M is equal to negative 13, and 11 is equal to M. 11 is more than M. So it's like negative 13, and then that line thing, and then M, and then that line thing.
But the line thing's an inequality.
Also.
But I didn't answer your question here. Okay. Well, here. How about let's save that till the end. Okay. I've got two special cases here that are going to blow your mind. These are absolutely going to blow your mind. You ready? Okay. Over here, and you will encounter these. Okay. Two special cases. no matter what, every time I take something out of an inequality, it's always positive. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got a positive is less than -4. Okay, can this ever happen? No. No solution. Is your mind blown? So
Dun,
if you
dun,
see something like
dun.
this, no solution.
Positive can't be bigger.
Okay, this one's going to blow your mind too. Whenever I take something out of the absolute value, it's always a positive. Am I right?
Melody, you wanna film? My arms.
Okay. Aren't positives always greater than a negative?
Yeah?
Last time I checked. Okay, so that was a joke. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this one is all real numbers. So if you encounter this, all real numbers. What I would do when you see a problem is check to make sure it's not one of these two special cases, and then if it's not, then proceed like we did here. Now this looks really confusing. So I'm going to do this second example problem. Did everyone finish copying that down? Okay, can I erase it?
Wait, I just can't.
Do you have an pose in front of it?
Oh, wait, which
Or
one are you
pretend like I'm writing, Isabel?
See it, Mr. Jolly.
Oh, sorry. I'll pretend like I'm finishing this
Don't
one.
send me the picture.
Okay.
So rather than taking pictures of it, I recommend copying it down. Okay, so let me do this.
The lecture instead of taking notes, Mr. Jolly.
Okay, let me do the second one.
Guys.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the second one. Solve it twice. First, solve it normally. 3n plus 6 is greater than or equal to 12. So someone tell me what n is greater than or equal to. Subtract 6, divide 3, divide 3. So 2 is greater, or n is greater than or equal to 2. Yeah, very good. Whoops. N is greater than or equal to 2. Now the second way we solve it, put the negative in front of where the inequality sign would be. Greater than or equal to 12. You can distribute the negative, or you can just divide the -1 from it. Does this make anyone uncomfortable if I divide the -1? Does
Me.
everyone know that trick?
Why? You just make where did that help?
But it's weird. Why don't you just like, you know,
Okay,
take
do you want me
it?
to distribute the negative?
Yes.
Okay, I'll distribute the negative because this is confusing a few of you.
Minus 3 and minus 6.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Times it negative, and then you divide.
Add 12, sorry, add 6, -3n is greater than or equal to 18. Divide -3, divide -3. N is less than or equal to -6. And there we go. There are two solutions, 2 and -6. And then check it. Put 2 in. Put 2 in. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 6 is greater than or equal to 12. That one's correct. Put -6 in. 3 times -6. -18. -18 plus 6 is -12. -12. Absolute value of -12 is 12. 12 is indeed greater than or equal to 12. Applause, please.
The restroom's that way, by the way.
Hayden. I'm sorry? -2 here? You're saying this should be -2? No, subtract 6, you get 6, and divide 3, divide 3. I did that quickly, sorry. Sam.
So for the second one, it's minus 12, so you took that minus and then you multiplied it with the 3 and 6. But no, for like in absolute value, you will have 12 or minus 12. So for this minus 12, yeah, whatever.
Are you okay? That's fine.
And
That's probably good for the movie. Thank you, Melanie.